Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. We'll see you like every beginning of the month for the traditional video, and today with the top 5 crypto to watch during the month of October, as we currently have a correction underway on the market. Well, in this video I will simply take advantage of this correction to give you 5 cryptos that seem rather interesting to me on current levels, and therefore it will potentially make you 5 cryptos on which you can either strengthen your positions or make a first entry for the long term. So to start with, the first one is going to be KASPA, simply because KASPA has been superperforming the market for a little while, so it doesn't superperform the entire market either. But if we take for example over the last 90 days, on KASPA we are on minus 10% in USD pair, and at the same time we are on minus 15% against Bitcoin. So what is still positive is that against Ethereum we are still on plus 15% over the last 90 days, so that's why I'm telling you, for those who are worried, we still have to relativize the loss of KASPA, since it doesn't superperform the whole market either. But it's true that it had accustomed us to much better, but at the same time it can't only do ATHs either. There is a reminder, the last ATH on KASPA was at 20 cents on August 1st, so finally it was not so long ago, it was barely 2 months ago. And so on the chart side, and there with the correction in progress on the week, we have KASPA who came to look for the 0.618 of FIBO, so it makes us a level around 0.141, and now it's going up a little bit and we're currently at 0.151, so it's basically about the same levels as at the beginning of September. So what's also interesting is that with today's correction, and it had already been the case at the beginning of August, well, what's interesting is that today with the correction in progress we have KASPA which came to rely on the 50 weekly moving average. So as usual, you know, on cryptos that are in bullish momentum are the strongest. If it's a crypto you believe in the long term, normally it's an almost mandatory purchase on this kind of pullback. The second crypto that seems rather interesting to me right now, friends, is the Render crypto, and I put it to you not long ago in an AI video. So remember, I presented it to you as one of the 3 most solid in the AI narrative, since simply Render, IC and DAO are the 3 most capitalized AI cryptos. And therefore on the graphics side, and well there, what is interesting, it's that we have a nice W that has been put in place, with at the same time a nice bullish divergence of RSI, which means that we have more and more buyers coming to Render. And so graphically, as I told you for the last few weeks, it's still quite strong, it's pretty good, with in terms of performance almost at an X2 between the bottom of early August and its high point last week. So there, what is interesting, as I showed you the other time, is that we have all the moving averages which are about the same level. So basically on Render we are there on the last resistances, so if we have the price closing above these levels, so in fact just above last week's candle, it makes us a level about $6.70, and well, if we have a weekly close for example above 6.70 and then behind there is not much resistance, so we can consider quite quickly to see Render on the 0382 of FIBO around $8.90, and then after the next target it can also come quite quickly. It's going to be to go and retest the highs of 2024, and so in that case it will make us a target around $13.60. And so then friends, let's continue this top 5 cryptos for the month of October with the Turbo MEMECOIN. And now it's true that it's on a good dynamic over the last few months, with a plus 57% over the last 30 days and a plus 41% over the last 90 days. If I put it in this top, it's also because it's a crypto that I like. Even it's true that I didn't get on the big downturn simply because you can't be everywhere, and I preferred to favor other cryptos. In any case, if you don't have a MEMECOIN, and well, Turbo, it's pretty good. And it's true that even if it's a MEMECOIN, we have another chart that is rather clean with quite regularly nice declines that comes to get the 20 weekly moving average. So this is the one that's in blue, and so to watch anyway, be careful, because for the moment there has never been a MEMECOIN pullback on the 50 moving average. And then if we take on the last bullish impulse, well, there currently in terms of pullback we have Turbo, which is relying on both the weekly MA20 and the MA7. We have Turbo which is between the 0.382 and the 0.618 of FIBO, so there compared to the ATH we are pretty much on minus 45, minus 46%. So as I tell you, it's a pullback that is already not bad. So if you really want to be picky about the entries, or in any case if you plan to make for example several entries on it, well, keep in mind as I tell you that there have never been any pullbacks on the 50 moving average, so simply as it will continue to rise, and well, maybe on the next few weeks we may have the price that will have tested this level and that will pass at the same time in the reload zone. So generally this is still the zone that we try to favor, but in any case for the moment with the current downturn it still seems to me rather not bad, and we are still not far from a minus 50% compared to the ATH. So then to continue, the fourth crypto to follow in October, it's also a crypto that I presented to you not long ago in a video, and so personally it's really a crypto that interests me, And as I told you in the other video, I was simply waiting for a good pullback to place myself on it, so now I'll see in the next few hours how it evolves. In any case, we get there now on levels that are really starting to interest me, and in terms of downturn it's the same, we're on minus 32% compared to the ATH, so it's really starting to be quite good. And I remind you that it's a crypto that is part of the narrative of CAD memecoins, which is a narrative that I think has a lot of potential, and what's even more interesting is that it's a crypto that is one of the outsiders in this narrative. So I think it's a crypto that is still not bad, since it's both quite solid and quite dynamic, and at the same time when you compare for example with Popcat, which is the leader on the narrative, it's the same, there is still a lot of potential for the future. And so to finish friends, the fifth crypto to follow in October is going to be EIGEN by EIGENLAYER, and if I put it in this top it's simply because this crypto was released yesterday, so October 1st, and for those who don't know, well, EIGENLAYER is a project on the restaking narrative, and so maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me that this is the project that invented restaking, or at least it is the one that popularized it, and so in terms of valuation currently we are on 730 million market cap, so on that side it's fine, it doesn't seem too high to me, and in valuation after dilution on the other hand it's much higher since we are already at $6,500,000,000. So that's really not an advice, and personally I don't think I'll place myself on it. And the restaking narrative, in any case, I've never really been interested, but on the current cycle it's still one of the few new narratives we've had, so as I tell you, in any case, he has the fact that EIGENLAYER releases his token, it still deserves to be interested. So there you have it friends, it's over for this top 5 cryptos to watch for the month of October. I hope in any case you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to like this video, to comment on it, and to subscribe to follow others. I remind you that in the description of this video you will find all the useful links and links to support me. We say see you soon for a next video.